when you said that in a past podcast that Jasper was a decorated gem from humble origins, how do you think that affects her characterization, like in her personality?
That's everything. Like that's the thing you don't know when she shows up that's coloring all of her actions because she is from Earth. And I think it's interesting because it's something that, well, she's very different than Amethyst. Like Amethyst has problems knowing that she's from Earth because her whole experience has been, she's gotten so many subtle clues that the kindergarten is this awful place and that she's from this awful place that was this huge mistake because it was them invading Earth. Like she's put it together that there's something wrong with that. But Jasper feels differently because she's from like Amethyst kindergarten was a very successful kindergarten. Jasper's from a very unsuccessful kindergarten. She's from not only is she from Earth, which is a complete failure of a planet as far as homeworld is concerned. She's from like the worst kindergarten on Earth. So she came out with a lot to prove, which is what defines her way.
Jasper had to live and work in a system that knew all those things about her, that she's from this failed colony, from this place that was this like huge quagmire for, gem kind.
And everyone else, I think, the gems that came from the beta kindergarten were so flawed that no matter how she's perfect, like all evidence points to her being perfect, but she's never going to shake the idea that there's got to be something wrong.
And that's kind of where like her sort of pride comes from, why she won't accept help from anybody.
She feels like she had to work harder than everyone, and prove herself with this nagging notion in her mind that she's from this place is so disgraceful. And that Rose is like when people think of Earth on Homeworld, they think of Rose Quartz and this rebellion, and it's like a thing she can never escape.
She can't shake this thing.
This association with this really negative association with Earth, and no matter how, even though she's like the best thing to come out of Earth, she still came out of Earth.
But usually when she's talking, it's like boasting, bravado, a lot of pride, a lot of like her just being, in her element of being like this, like decorated, cool, warrior gem.
Right. It's the opposite of how she actually feels. Like there's a reason she has to
put
act
like
that so front and center. It's because deep down, she feels like she doesn't really deserve that. To be that.
Right.
And that's why she can't escape this place. She's just letting it destroy her. Like when she's there, and she's destroying herself, but I think because she's so worried, like at the core, that the core of herself is wrong. She keeps diving into it and just doing horrible things because she thinks she's horrible. She thinks she's horrible.
It's really tragic. Actually.
It's
Well, it's sort of one of those stories.
I love Jasper.
Yeah, I know, me too.